In a significant shift in military doctrine, Russian President Vladimir Putin has announced new rules regarding the use of nuclear weapons, raising alarms across the globe. This decision, made during a meeting with Russia's Security Council, suggests that Moscow is prepared to interpret attacks from non-nuclear states, especially those supported by nuclear powers, as a joint act of aggression. Such a declaration intensifies the potential for nuclear confrontation, particularly in the context of the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, where Western military support is a critical factor. Putin's remarks came at a time when Ukraine has been actively pursuing long-range missile capabilities to target military sites deep within Russia. As Kyiv continues its push against Russian forces, Putin's new doctrine indicates a lowering of the threshold for nuclear weapon use. The Kremlin leader stated that Russia could consider using nuclear arms in response to any conventional military strikes that threaten its sovereignty. This vague yet alarming criterion could easily be invoked in a variety of scenarios, effectively broadening the conditions under which Russia might resort to its nuclear arsenal. The geopolitical implications of this policy shift are profound. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has urged his Western allies to remain undeterred by these threats, suggesting that they are little more than nuclear blackmail aimed at dissuading further military support for Ukraine. Zelensky's chief of staff reinforced this sentiment by asserting that Russia's reliance on nuclear intimidation is waning and will ultimately prove ineffective. Meanwhile, leaders in the West are grappling with how to respond to Putin's escalating nuclear rhetoric, particularly as they weigh the prospect of supplying Ukraine with more advanced weaponry. This move also signals a concerning trend in global military policy. Historically, the doctrine of mutually assured destruction has served as a deterrent against large-scale nuclear warfare, where the destruction of one power would inevitably lead to the annihilation of another. However, Putin's recent announcements suggest a shift towards a more aggressive posture, where the use of tactical nuclear weapons, smaller warheads designed to achieve specific military objectives, could be employed without the same level of catastrophic fallout as a full-scale nuclear strike. As the situation develops, analysts caution that Putin's newfound clarity regarding nuclear weapon use may serve to amplify tensions with Western nations. The potential for miscommunication or miscalculation increases in this high-stakes environment, especially given that both Russia and the United States together control the vast majority of the world's nuclear arsenal. Putin's announcement also aligns with increasing military cooperation with Belarus, where tactical nuclear weapons have been stationed. This further complicates the regional security landscape, as it extends Russia's nuclear umbrella over its allies, potentially escalating the stakes for any military engagement involving these nations. In summary, Putin's proposed changes to Russia's nuclear doctrine not only reshape the dynamics of military strategy but also serve as a stark reminder of the fragile state of global security. As the West deliberates on its response, the world watches closely, aware that the specter of nuclear warfare looms larger than ever. The implications of these developments could reverberate through international relations for years to come, as leaders must navigate a complex web of military, political, and ethical challenges in an increasingly volatile landscape.